Whew. Okay, people, let's do this. This is my workspace, by the way, that I'm meant to be using to edit and stuff, but usually I end up editing on my bed. So I really want these Trendmas videos to be quite casual. You guys know me and makeup, we're like this. I cannot imagine putting on makeup every single day because of Trendmas. But yeah, we're just gonna go straight into the trends that I kind of wanted to discuss. The first one that I think is worth discussing, let's go with Tems and Omah. So basically, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong, but Tems, who kind of came into limelight, let's put some Vaseline on. Tems came into limelight through Wizkid's album. She's been making music for a while actually, and a lot of people actually discovered her music after her debut with Wizkid. And you know, they've gone back to like a catalogue of music and discovered that this girl is actually really, really talented. She's really dope. So her and Omah went to perform in Uganda, and apparently, you know, Uganda, they're like a hit over there. I think sometimes we don't often realize how wide the scope of like artists and their fans can get. So really huge fan base in Uganda. They obtained a work permit to go perform there. And, you know, before the event actually happened, there was an Ugandan artist who said that, you know, they've banned events due to COVID. And it's not fair for these two Nigerian artists to come and perform that. Can the government shut it down before it happens? The government didn't shut it down, no. They waited until these two basically performed, and then went on to arrest and detain them for a total of 3 days it was. Now the hashtag Free Tems and Omah was trending, and then eventually yesterday it was reported that they've finally been released. Now I actually wasn't sure, you know, where to kind of place my opinions on this, because obviously it's COVID season and we're meant to be as careful as possible. But I think what I do question is why did they give them the work permit knowing they will come to do a live show, knowing that the organizers had put the event out? Why didn't they shut it down before it happened? Maybe they wanted to make like a spectacle of them. And I guess maybe in different countries right now, different laws apply. I think right now in Uganda, they're not meant to be doing live shows. So it's an interesting one. Some people are saying they should have arrested the organizers and not the artists. I don't know whether we're being biased because, you know, we love the artists. You know, some people have also said that, is it a thing where like a lot of other like African nations don't actually like Nigerians and they wanted to make a spectacle of the pair? And this was kind of beyond the event. Yeah, they've now been released, Sha. I think it was just an unfortunate incident, but it's hard to place. Personally, for me, it's hard to place my opinion, but I'm glad they've gone home now. You guys let me know what you think of that. In terms of world news, we're now in tier 3 lockdown, and to be honest, all these rules is a bit higiaga. It's all a bit confusing, but basically I feel like the government are trying to minimize, it's not even like I know they're trying to minimize the rate of infection because it's been increasing since they eased lockdown last month. But I think the trouble is that we keep going in and out of tiers, because we And I have a feeling that's because we haven't actually gone into a full proper lockdown. You know, the laws are a bit, okay, work from home if you can, but you can travel for work. You can have your support bubbles. You can meet outside in the park, but you can't meet indoors. No household mixing except outdoors in groups of 6. So it's kind of, yeah, we're not... It's like, and then schools are open, places of worship are open. They say you shouldn't mix with, you know, other households, but we know how these things work. It's inevitable. As much as you can try, you know, you're gonna say hi to the brethren, you're gonna hug them. So it's a really confusing place for a lot of us to be. And it's also extra confusing because I'm not actually sure when tier 3 ends, because prior to this lockdown announcement, or this tier 3 announcement rather, the government said that we were going to be allowed to have 3 households meet over Christmas. So now is it like that's not happening anymore? I am personally very confused, and I'm sure you guys are as well. We did recap the rules, as published on our social media, so you guys go check that out if you are still like genuinely confused about the general rules. But yeah, I know we're trying to save the economy, and obviously the vaccines come out now. It's not a cure, it's a preventative measure. Yeah, it's all a bit confusing right now. You guys, like, should we stop with the lockdown and just kind of go with herd immunity, or should we do lockdown and hopefully vaccinate the public? You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And what are your plans for Christmas? Does it hinder? Are you having to move things around? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's go straight into should I call this Yelebrity news? Because it's kind of like, they're not celebs, they are celebs, but like the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, that is Harry and Meghan, are going to be doing a podcast with Spotify. Would you look at that? Just when... Actually, I can't say anything about the royal family, can I? Before they come and just snatch my wig. Let me keep that commentary to myself. But basically, they are doing a podcast. I'm just trying to find the name for you guys. They said, today we are excited to announce a new multi-partnership with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's new production company, Archwell Audio. Read more about heartwarming stories they plan to tell. So basically, they're running a podcast, y'all. They're going to be coming to Spotify, and personally, this is really exciting. I do think they are one of the royals that have like a really nice personality, and over the years, we've known Harry as like the wild royal, for example, and Meghan being 1/8. I always get it wrong, either 1/8 or 1/4 black, has always been quite controversial. Joining the British monarch, and obviously Meghan was an actress, so she's got a bit of drama in her. I am so here for this. Are you guys here for this? Would you be tuning in? I'm ready to hear some of the amazing stories about their life, some of the struggles they've overcome, including quote unquote on leaving the royal family, and some of their obligations to be together and to have peace, basically. Imagine having to run away from your family so you can have peace with your spouse. A real Nollywood story. I see why so many of our moms, relate with and love Diana. But anyway, you guys let me know if you're going to be tuning in. Are you here for it? Are you happy for them? Let us know in the comment section down below. And last but certainly not the least, guys, this whole drama with Lizzo. She did a smoothie detox for about 10 days, and she put it on her social media, and she basically got attacked. And a lot of people from the plus size community were kind of disappointed that Lizzo, who they consider a beacon of body positivity, they are outraged that she would go and do this. So when you go through Lizzo's page, you will see body positivity pictures, you will see her working out. She's all about health, not necessarily weight loss. She's all about loving your body, looking after your body, but that doesn't require for her to lose weight. She talks about people trolling her about her weight and the fact that she's actually more healthy than most people out there. She's been working out consistently, but people are usually surprised by that because she's a bigger woman. And she usually shuts the trolls down, but it was kind of like her community turned on her when they misunderstood the post that she put out saying that she'd been doing a smoothie cleanse. To be fair to them, the initial caption was a bit vague. I can see why people might run with the narrative that she is now promoting weight loss or fad diets. I see why they would say that, because it didn't have much detail. On the flip side, however, I think it is dangerous to run with narratives that aren't necessarily there and kind of infer what she meant. She came back, she actually deleted the post because of the trolls. And then she came back and made another post saying, she was on a smoothie cleanse because in November She was really stressed out, eating loads of spicy food, loads of horrible food that kind of messed with her gut. And with the help of a nutritionist, she went on a very healthy smoothie cleanse.
As I feel like as a big girl, people just expect if you are doing something for health, you're doing it for like a dramatic weight loss. And that is not the case. In reality, November stressed me the fuck out. I drank a lot. I ate a lot of spicy things and things that fucked my stomach up. And I wanted to reverse it and get back to where I was. I'm so proud of myself. I'm proud of my results.
I think, like with all things in life, this required a lot of nuance. We do know that diet culture can be toxic. We know why we need the body positivity movement. But because Lizzo is about health, I think she was very careful to choose a healthy plan and do it with the support of a nutritionist. Now, not every cleanse or healthy regime or even weight loss regime is toxic. Sometimes people are genuinely trying to better themselves, trying to feel better about themselves, trying to feel like they look better than they did before. I'm an example of this. I had a dramatic weight loss. I didn't even know when I was losing weight. I just started becoming more healthy, but the weight loss was drastic, and a lot of you guys noticed. I personally feel healthier. I personally feel like I look younger. And that's not to say, when you're bigger, you don't look, because I was so confident when I was a plus size woman, trust me. But I just wanted something different. I just wanted something which I consider healthier. And, I like it. And I think it's when you become obsessive with dieting and health, and I eat everything just in moderation, and that's actually something that I want to carry on into next year. I wrote the book Losing Weight Nigeria. I want to extend that to generally healthy Nigerian. We had a very interesting conversation on Clubhouse about our African diets on healthy. And I think once we spin that narrative, how to portion our food healthily, how to cook our food healthily, I think naturally a lot of people will see themselves having healthier bodies, not necessarily just smaller bodies, but healthier bodies with understanding, okay, what food groups, for example, do our foods come in? Anyway, I'm talking too much about that. But yeah, health is not a bad thing, and I know like in diet culture it can, we just need nuance. I think diet culture can be toxic, but I don't think it's always toxic for someone to go on a cleanse. Cleanses are really healthy. There's actually hospitals around the world that help people heal certain illnesses and diseases just by stopping what we're putting in our body, because a lot of our food is like processed. A lot of us don't eat like whole foods. So sometimes just clearing out the guts, like you guys know I went on a 21-day fast last year or so, and it was when I was Googling and researching, I found that people actually do this just to kind of reset their body because we put so much in it. And I think in this case, I wasn't there with Lizzo, but I think that's what she was trying to achieve. There was some commentary about, weight loss is fat phobic. And again, nuance. I think, yes, some people hate the idea of being bigger and so would go on a fad diet. But again, some people genuinely just want to be healthier. Their doctor might have told them or advised them, it might help them, heal from things like diabetes. Just different from people trying for a baby. There's so many like benefits that people, want to achieve through weight loss that isn't necessarily rooted in fat phobia. That's not to dismiss that fat phobia exists. I think a lot of people reacted to the people who were trolling, the people who were disappointed in Lizzo, saying can't expect someone to only live by your standards every time. Let them do what they want to do with their bodies. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think of that. And that's all I really have for you guys in terms of Trendmas episode 1. And let me know if you want more of this. I'll try and upload daily, so I'll make them short and sweet, very casual in my workspace, and I really hope you guys will enjoy it as well. My studio actually closes over Christmas, so it's kind of just worked out really nicely, and we'll probably be back in Jan. Anyway, we will update you as things happen, as they go. Like, share, subscribe, and all that great stuff. Until next time, guys, peace and love, peace and chunks.